Aye, oh yeah, baby. Welcome to Chef Bourque's Cajun Kitchen. And I'm Chef Bourque, and it's good to have you back. Today, I'm going to be making the most perfect brown gravy that you will ever have seen. I mean, you're going to watch me make it from scratch. And this isn't the stuff you buy in a jar or in a little bottle, or you try to fool people with. You know, look, here's my brown gravy, and then you take some stuff out of a bottle and pour it over rice or meat or whatever, a potato, and then you say, I made that. That's bull. I deal only with the most real ingredients, the most freshest ingredients, the best condiments I can get. And I tell you what, when I make a brown gravy, and if you follow my instructions, my brown gravy comes out good, and yours gonna come out perfect. And I tell you, it tastes like a brown gravy. Follow me. You might not see much of me, but you will see my ingredients and what I'm doing. Today, I'm going to be cooking a chuck steak. And I tell you what, it's going to be in a brown gravy, and it's going to be perfect. Oh yeah, we're going to season this up in a minute. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this meat. We're going to brown it. We're going to almost make it black. You're going to say, oh, he's burning that meat, but let me tell you what, that ain't going to happen. It's going to be good. Here's what I'll be drinking today with my dinner. I've got a cherry berry wine made by Urban Treasure Hunters Winery. I tell you what, put that up here for you. This is excellent wine. That's what I'll be drinking with my meal. I'll see you in a minute. We're going to start seasoning it up and getting everything together. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little salt on my meat. My meat has been washed, patted down real good. I'm just putting salt right now. Alright. Now if you notice, I'm not putting any garlic powder, no black pepper, anything like that. That's all I'm doing for my meat right now. Now, I've got a Dutch oven. I'm going to put some cooking oil in the bottom. That's all I'm going to use to fry my meat in. I say fry, I mean brown it real good. Now I've got my fire, I'm putting my fire on high. I'm going to let my grease get real hot. And I'm going to put my meat in there. Pretty hot. So I've got my meat on. I've got the fire real hot. Real high. I've got the fire real high. Put my meat in there. I'm gonna let it fry. Just gonna let it fry down for a little while. You always want to make sure your pot is big enough for your meat. A lot of times people try to squeeze a big roast into a little bitty old pot. You can't do anything with it. We got serious work here. We got to make a brown gravy. Now I'm just going to start flipping this over and over until it gets good and almost black. Then we'll work with it from there. looks like now. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Starting to do this thing. And boy, that meat smells so good. Just smells great. Ooh, anybody like a steak like that can just take it off right now and get at it. Yes, indeed. You notice the bottom of my pot starting to get a little brown. What that is as you got your liquids come out your meat and your little blood comes out the meat and it's starting to fry up a little bit and just kind of hang out at the bottom. But Chef Bourque gonna take you out of there in a minute, baby. Oh, I tell you, that's gonna be a beautiful gravy today. Ha! Yeah, yeah. You know, way back when people didn't know, we didn't have things in the bottle and all that, so we had to make our own gravy on the bayou. And I tell you, one of the best gravies you can make is with the fresh rabbit. If you're out rabbit hunting and you get a rabbit, cook that in the brown gravy. And I tell you what, everybody at the camp's gonna enjoy themselves. They just gonna have fun. This here is a good video for a newlywed that's never learned how to cook, but she wants to make a good gravy. Let me tell you, she'll stay married 50 years with this recipe right here. She's probably gonna have a dozen kids with this recipe right here. This is it. This is the one right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that, boy. That's just getting pretty as can be. You see, that's that little liquid, that little blood I was telling you about right there. See, that comes out. That's fresh meat. A lot of folks don't know what fresh meat is. That's fresh meat. It's red. Perfect. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a beautiful brown gravy. I'm gonna let that fry up a little longer. Everything just working good in there. God dang. Hey, oh yeah. Lord, Bill Gowdy, one other, Punky Jumper, Pete. You boys watch this now. It's gonna be what y'all gonna be getting a taste of one day. Oh, I like to just flip it and flop it. Flip it and flop it. See how pretty that is? I'm gonna cook this and I'm gonna look at that meat. Look how tender that is. You say, yeah, but you can't cook that. It's not gonna be tender no more. Yeah, it's gonna be tender. I not only make a good gravy, but it's gonna cook. A good 2 hours it's gonna cook in that gravy. Alright. I'm gonna take that out. You can see it thins real good. Look in that pot, how pretty that is. See the bottom? That's all your meat, you extract from your meat and everything. It's down there cooking. Alright, I've got 2 onions chopped. 2 chopped onions. That's gonna tell the tale. Oh yeah. Put my fire a little bit lower, not much. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna brown these onions till they're almost black. Almost black. Remember, all I did was put salt on that meat, so you can better believe you got a little salt in there on them onions right now. Look at that. Look how pretty that's getting. And I just stuck it in there. See that brown at the bottom? That's what's going to make you gravy. That and them onions that are going to brown real good. Ah, yeah, that's my spoon, baby. Look, that spoon is flat right there. Boy, I done beat that sucker so much. That's why I got to use them pots. And all my other pots is bent. The lid don't fit tight. But you know what? I don't care. Yeah, boy, now I'm just going to let it cook. The onions are going to start frying down. Look at them. They're getting brown already. You're not gonna find that in no jar. Let me tell you right now. It's been cooking for a little while there. Starting to brown them onions real good now. It takes a few minutes. You know, the whole house right now smells wonderful. If you've got company there, you know, they're all excited. If you've got your children, especially little children, right now they bothering you, you know, when it's going to be ready, when it's going to be ready. So you give them a little piece of bread and, you know, tell them to go entertain themselves, you know. You call them when it's ready. There's something to hold them up. Well, look at that. Look at that. See them onions right there? That's what I call onions. That's going to make that gravy. You want to get your onions almost black without burning them. And that's going to give you the most perfect gravy. I mean, this gravy is going to be good. Because I've got a lot of other things to put in there. Right now, I'm doing this, I'm working on the color of my gravy, which is going to be a deep brown. And that's the way I like it, deep brown. Oh yeah. Yes indeed. Well, that's beautiful, huh? God dang. Alright, that's good enough for right now. So now, I'm going to put some water in there. You notice it started getting kind of dark, them onions. Put some water, maybe about a ½ inch. Onions start floating. Now you want to kind of work the bottom. See that, how pretty that gravy's getting? You want to work the bottom of that Dutch oven. Get everything off the bottom. Remember, everything down there that turned brown is going to come up and make you gravy. And you got a little salt in there. And that comes from that meat. Look how pretty that is. Look. See that? Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to just let it cook. I've got 3 cloves of garlic I'm going to put in there. I always got trouble with them little garlics. Get out of there, boy. Yeah, they gone now. I've got a ½ chopped bell pepper. Get on out of here. Now you're doing your thing. Celery. 1 stalk of celery, chopped. Put that in there. Green onions. I've got about ½ cup, chopped. Get in there. I had a little cayenne pepper I picked out my garden earlier. I couldn't wait for it to get red, so I broke it a little green there. Fresh. I'm going to put that in there and leave it alone. And I just want to stir that up. Let me tell you, it's doing this little thing right now. Oh, it smells so good. So good. Alright, now I know I got garlic in there, but I always like to put a little bit granulated garlic in there. It's going to be balling down. A little cayenne. Put my little cayenne. That's all. That's optional now. You know, when you come to pepper, that's optional. Here I got a little touch of black pepper. That's optional. A little touch of chili powder. I always put a little chili powder in my gravy. Kind of wakes it up. And a little paprika. Go ahead on, paprika. Do your thing. I'm not going to salt it right now, because I want to see where I stand on it, just like it is after a while. Well, that's a beautiful brown gravy. Don't come out of a jar. No. Nothing you saw is fake. All right. My meat's been setting in this little plate right here. And as you can see, some of the blood juices flowed out of it. So I'm going to pour that in there. 'Cause that's what makes it. That's what makes it. Put my steak in there. That's a chuck steak. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, I want to add enough water just to cover the top. Because that's going to cook about 2 hours. At least 2 hours. Get my lid. Put it on there. Not all the way. Just want to leave a little crack in there. Like that. Alright. Alright. You've seen it for yourself. The perfect brown gravy made in Chef Bourque's kitchen. You've seen it. You make it like that. Hey, what can I say? You might be having another kid next year. This Chef Bourque. Oh yeah, baby. God dang. Let me get my dog. Where's my dog? Look at that pretty brown gravy. Holy moly. Perfect. Number one. Ha! Did it again.